Welcome back, League fans, for Cloud9 versus Team Liquid Academy. And while Team Liquid tries to find much-needed synergy with their new jungler, they are going to be tested opposite of Cloud9 Academy, who do look to be in championship form.
And they are returning to take back the title of Academy World Champion. They memed at not having a literal trophy for being Academy's best team a while ago. And they lost out on owning the first of its kind when we actually did provide one. So now the team is back with a vengeance, and they've got Deftly to ride the charge in the bottom lane, as they now no longer have Keith, which we saw in the previous matchup, and Deftly fitting right in as a former player of Cloud9 Academy with some of those guys.
Yep. Seems like he's doing very well on the team. We have seen kind of the switch as well with Keith, him doing well. So it seems like their new positions aren't slowing them down too much.
They gel well, but on the flip side, TLA is not gelling too well with Odd Orange just yet. But it's a matter of time. You know, Mike Young is still struggling on Echo Fox and Odd Orange here, so it will take both of these junglers a while so that they can fill each other's shoes.
It's difficult. You can change like a bot lane, right? But you change a part that acts with everything else, and that makes it very, very difficult. So why don't we jump into the roster rundown? On the blue side, it's Cloud9 Academy. The top lane is Kumos, FLICKR in the jungle, Golden Glue in mid with Bot Deftly and support Diamond. As always, Coach Westrise for picks and bans.
And loading up on the red side, it's Team Liquid Academy with Jenkins in the top lane, Odd Orange in the jungle, Insanity in the mid lane, Shoryu and Matt on bottom support, and with their coach, Dodo.
I guess we've had some odd junglers, lots of odd junglers.
The odd one.
Odd Orange.
Odd
Those
Orange.
are only two, and I've just been a lot of years.
I think so. It's just two.
That's just an odd comment then. My bad. So going into this one, we will see what C9 has for TL Academy. Looking to pick up some more wins on their side. The 9-8 versus a 14-3. Pretty daunting record to be going up against, and C9's been feeling good.
If that wasn't daunting enough, you're up against the Swole Bros.
Yeah, right?
Golden
Sven
Glue.
in.
I mean, the diameter in bicep girth for both these guys probably is the sum of everybody on Team Liquid Academy. Have you seen their promo shoot?
It's true. It's true. That's why they never get too close to each other. The jungle proximity can only be within so much because you just can't close that distance. It's impossible. Very tough to work with, but they've found a way. They have found a way. Swain gets banned out, as we saw that in the bot lane from Deftly, making a bit of a resurgence down there. I think we've seen like Sven play it in the LCS back springtime, something like that when we we're getting all the casters, but no more of that. No demons on the bot side.
Yeah, it was a lot of big changes, so there's a good chance a lot of the players just don't even want to bother reading them right now. You know, you just say, and I know it sounds crazy to think, but that really is how it goes down. A lot of the times these changes do deter people from wanting to play champions for a while until they get bodied by it.
One of my favorite, not like misunderstood or not understood change when it first happened or not reviewed heavily was when they moved experience on jungle camps a long time ago to be more on the small camps. In the first few games, you would see the professional junglers not caring that somebody took their small camps until they were like, still level 1. What is it? And like, that's a really big change. So you're right. There's things that slip by. It's crazy. That's my favorite one, though. Pyke gets locked in the side of C9 Academy. We just saw an egregiously destructive Pyke lane on the bot side from Gate and Asta. Will we get that again?
I think we will. It can get really creative. You don't just need the Swain. They can run the Morgana like we saw. There is also other combinations that are seeing typically more in EU. Let's see, what else can we think of that would work well with Pyke? Yasuo?
Yasuo would.
That is what... I don't like the bot build.
I actually really like the Morgana. You can't really get Lux in there now. The pullback into the binding was disgusting. And then safety for Pyke, if he does have to dash forward, was beautiful. Worked out with the Morg well. Not everybody has that in their wheelhouse, though. We do see the Silas coming back, though. Will that be Insanity? He loves to get his hands dirty and right into the fight.
Could, Gragas Pyke work bottom? Theorycraft. He goes in, he's got enough burst, he's got the AoE wave clear, because that's what you need in the other partner. You need him to be able to handle the minion clearing aspect.
Well, yeah, because you have setup for barrel, they're slow on the leave, so much CC, a ton of front-end burst.
Yeah.
So that's exactly kind of what you got out of the MF, right? You hit stun, Morgana, tormented, so they leave with half health.
Exactly.
You easily get that or more health from a Gragas, so I like it.
Yeah, I mean, EU plays a ton of it. Gragas support, really, it's only just one player, but it's the best team in EU of G2 Mythic, so Instead, we are going to see
Very
the
true.
solo lanes locked in right away with Golden Glue on the Twisted Fate and Kumo with GP.
Oh. I think I know why production said what they said before we started. We got pirates on the left.
Wait, how did he know? Oh, I see. I see why he knows.
That's pretty cool. I mean, the team was probably like, we might play pirates or something like that. Odd orange. It does get the karma in. We're seeing that a little bit more now. And the Olaf gets locked in. So it looks like he's going to try to run through these cards and a bit of the crowd control offered by Cloud9 Academy.
It's a good answer against Twisted Fate since TF can never lock you down. But at the same time, Pyke is a bit of a problem for you because you need to anticipate the hook. It doesn't matter if you get hooked and then you pop ultimate, you're just dead. You're very stripped down. Like we've talked about this before,
Yeah,
Riv.
it's going to be a sweet skin.
The skin of Olaf where he strips down and goes
Just
man
runs.
mode.
Runs in his skivs.
Ah.
I'm streaking through the quad. What do we got? Nico and Zaya taken out. So actually going to get a different bot laner here, I'd assure you. That'll be interesting. Gangplank on the top side of the map for Kumo.
Well,
What
the
else is
Karma,
there? 0
the
seconds
Karma's
left.
a
Zippers
flex. Yeah, Karma's a big flex.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, that could easily be
still
Jenkins.
don't know. Or Matt.
Aatrox.
Or Insanity.
Aurelia's left up. What in the world? Okay. But I don't think anybody's going to realize that Aurelia's left up with all these bans.
They
I-
forgot last time. Cloud9 tweeted out, their coach said, I forgot. And then I met up with Golden Glue and he said, hey, can you believe
How do
something
you
about last game?
forget? Niski
We
is one of the
forgot about
only
Aurelia.
people that plays Aurelia in the LCS. He like literally has the last 2 plays up until the other week or
Well,
something.
Niski, it's Golden Glue.
Well, no, I know, but the team in
Oh,
general,
yeah.
like that is in that's in your strategy that you're looking at usually. That's funny.
Yep.
It happens. Maybe they just don't want it. Obviously, we are looking at the Shen.
It is
there.
Pirates.
Oh my God! Look at this. And then you lock it, stack your Shen, and you're good. Boom. Oh! Wait a minute.
What bonus do you get for 5 pirates?
A shitload of gold.
Whoa. All right, that's a lot of gold.
Yeah.
Actually, you do. Yeah, TF gives you gold
You-
passively,
you bank
GP
it.
gives you passive gold, and Pyke's execution gives you passive gold.
You bank it. It's a real life game too. Not even just TF team. So we'll see red buff on Graves pretty quick, I'm thinking. And then we'll see where they go from there.
Now, why sub Sven Skarin in just to have fun like this?
I mean, I don't know.
Right? Hey, we're going to have a good old time here in the Academy. Why don't you join us?
I'd love to be on the pirate team. All right, that's fine. Maybe Blabber is like a dirty assassin player, and he's like, I'll have none of this pirate crap. It's like, all right, that's cool.
I used to love playing the game and just going with very thematic champions. So, for example, you'd say, okay, you can only pick animals. Only animals. So, zoo comps. So, you go Alistar, Anivia, Cassiopeia, and I forget, Kog'Maw, kind of an animal.
Somebody tweeted, direct messaged me an old League client the other day, and it was one of our post-game screens. We were playing with a bunch of friends, and it was like Shaco, Lee Sin, Rammus, Ashe. I'm like,
Ooh.
I think we just played what we destroyed that game, but we just played what we want to play. Like you're saying, like let's get something themed in skins and play it and have fun. But yeah, that's the way it was.
If you have fun, you play better. It's true.
By the way, there were Wriggles, Lanterns, and Brutalizers in our inventory, so you can figure out the date there.
Ooh, Brutalizer.
Yeah.
30 seconds.
It's a great item. Super cheap.
I really like
Was
the
it
art of that one.
Elite cost, right?
Yeah.
1337.
Yes,
Elite cost
exactly.
gave you cooldown and what does Serrated Dirk do?
It's just
armor pen.
penetration.
Yeah, there you
yeah,
go. I was
Damage,
like,
armor
what is-
penetration, CDR.
What is that word?
So really, it was Serrated Dirk with Caulfield's Warhammer all in one.
Yeah, it's true. Those are pretty broken items.
Yeah, it was about the same cost too. Wait a minute, that's
Mm-hmm.
really, and they build into Yomus.
It did build into Yomu's, you're right.
Yeah.
With what?
You know, I
Just
just
attack speed or something?
those
like
are
that
the
seal?
things that I always wonder. Like, why does my brain retain this information? Completely useless. I will never need to know ever again what that item does.
So you know how when you used to buy games, you get the pamphlet, you bring the pamphlet
Yeah,
to school,
loved
even if
it.
it has just 8 basic things in it, you read it over and
Cool
over
art.
Because you're like, cool, the plasma blaster. Oh, it doesn't
Yeah.
do anything different, but I'm gonna read it. Yeah. In League, you're like, I have to do that every 2 weeks. You're like, just keeps changing. I bring the pamphlet to school every day.
Another barrel start out of Kuma, taking the page out of Impact. Looks like the new thing with GP.
Boom! Hits him with the meat, gives him the gun, and we're off and running. Okay, looks like we're going to do a little top-bottom farming here as they know each other are on either side of the map, so vertical jungles, as we begin this bot, top, and mid lane farm.
It's not a big deal for Olaf to not get a leash. In fact, you actually end up clearing pretty fast a lot of the time because you get lower and you do all the DPS in the world.
Olaf was my first jungler that I ever started, thanks to Lil Ball's page.
Really? Even with Olaf?
Yeah, Lil Balls was a sweet jungler, used Olaf, and it actually taught me how to be patient when you're low health and not freak out and do things. Because like you said, you're faster, you understand how to take more fights and kind of push your champion to the limit. Olaf is a good one. You could also run it down and die very easily with him, but he actually helps you to learn to push those health boundaries and kind of get something out of it in toe-to-toe fights. That and Cassiopeia.
I always struggle with the overconfidence it gave me. Fighting somebody. It's like, ooh, I'm going to take you on a 10% HP, and then I'm going to lifesteal it all back.
Oh, Golden Glue low here versus Insanity. Expect that damage to come out as Silas can just keep whipping back and forth to start. As Golden Glue gets a bit more HP back in these cards, he should be able to stand tall and keep that farm up, though. Good dodge there. That could have been his life. As he keeps himself going. Electrocute there for Insanity, so you can tell that damage is going to sting early game.
Look at that, just shoving the wave in. TF is not the greatest laner early on, even though he has a lot of shove. You can't forget that Silas gets rewarded for every single ability that he spams with more and more AoE clears. So he's now going to force Twisted Fate base and get that teleport. This could be a good opportunity for Svenskeren to gank, but I think that the ward from Insanity actually does prevent that from happening.
Oh! He did that because he has eyes on to Svenskeren, saying, I think I can get this kill knowing the jungler won't be here and just out of range.
Okay,
I'll forget Golden Glue's flash, so replay on that.
Auto Orange better gank that.
Yep,
right now.
has to. Even if it was flash for flash, crowd control advantage to the side of TL. We'll see how they play it. Pushed up here to that 75% mark just before the turret. Shoryu's got free farm to pick up. He's also got some cash bags in his pocket. So he could have done Ezreal, and then they could have made even more gold. But that's just kleptomancy.
He just cashed in.
He's not a pirate.
I'm sure they could make a pirate Ezreal skin.
Double up. Absolutely. He would be the guy in the crow's nest.
Yeah.
Like
the scout.
Yeah, some like punky scout guy up in the crow's nest.
Yeah, it's not worth flashing for that.
Nope.
Jenkins' shield would be back up.
That'd be a sick turnaround barrel fade away. It comes through you. Flash forward. Gold card, not in turret range. Insanity having a perfect fight space there right before he takes turret aggro as he keeps those minions pushed in. Odd Orange waiting just around the corner here. He's about to see Svenskeren. Oh!
Now, why does
the
he
game
not
of cat
wait
and mouse?
to rush is my question.
Gonna blind him, but is still gonna be able to get the kill. Underneath that smoke screen, Svenskeren low now as he gets hit with the meat from Odd Orange. They back off as the turret gets pushed in just a little bit. So much pressure on a Golden Glue, and it did pay off to have that flash down on that TF.
Yeah, nice that you can find the kill there, but I really just want to understand why not hide in the brush?
Oh, for
Odd Orange.
Odd Orange, thank you. I was like, for yes, oh, it's gone.
Like, what do you accomplish with that?
I'm not sure.
Right? Like, so you're not dodging any wards. I guess if Svenskeren face checks him, you can find it, but you get the same thing from being in the brush.
Not so much, because if he face checks there, you have an instant axe on him under your feet, and you're already applying axe number 2, as opposed to waiting for him to walk to the brush when the situation might change. I don't know. It's super speculation. I'm just making shit up, too. You asked, man. I'm coming up with answers. Odd Orange low. Great stun! A Pike ultimate coming in. It's not really the ultimate, but he gets the kill there. Beautifully done. Svenskeren, one more shot! No! It's going to be taken over by Deftly. They still pick it up on the side of C9, so not going to hurt too bad. Deftly flashes his way out. Quite a few summoners used on that if you look at the left side. but also a few flashes coming from TL as Kumo and Jenkins still going back and forth on this top side. Kumo with the advantage.
Ooh, but the advantage definitely goes to Cloud9 with that Ocean Dragon now being picked up. And we don't get to really visually enjoy it, but the Gangplank ultimate does a ton of work there because it really is 5 members of Cloud9 collapsing on that. And because FLICKR is playing on that Graves, he's not able to stay for long under the Ocean Dragon, which is the strongest of the 4 kinds.
Insanity there. A pre-6 ult grab. Feels pretty good when you're a Silas and you can take Pike ult at level 4.
Yes, another gank on mid. Good choice.
Diamond's going to be here, though. Where's the crowd control place? They try to get it on a follow-up as well. Just a few more attacks. The Ignite is there, but they're not going to hit him in Triumph as well as the potion keeps him alive. Woo!
And that was
spicy.
So close to actually just being a 1-for-1. I really think that Diamond might have been able to turn that one around.
I didn't actually know if he's running Triumph. I don't think he got a burst of health there. I think he just got the heal on in the Ignite.
Yeah, no Triumph.
Mitigate enough. Yeah, you're right. It wouldn't be run with that synergy of runes. Uh-oh. The 3v1. You're going to need more barrels than that, buddy. Figure out where to put them. He blows up the first one without it going up. It's going to be the stun coming in. Does he have an orange to make it okay? He does not. And the reckless swing comes through. Kill coming in for Odd Orange. Nicely done there as he's 3-1-1. They were looking for the synergy. He's picking it up.
Yeah, I don't know if there was a way to really outplay that one. 3 members coming up, and now the Rom is not going to be able to defend Ezreal of this tower dive, but Diamond is not 6, so this dive, while it is potentially outplayable by Shoryu, he's just not going to bother risking it. There's no point, but if they get plates, this is actually Cloud9 coming up significantly ahead out of that play.
I think.
Yeah, 2 plates, that's already the same gold as getting the kill on GP.
Gotta pick up some kills. It's gonna look like they have holes in their pockets here. They're down gold as the Pirate crew. 4-1.
I'd imagine most pirate crews are down in gold. That's why they are pirates, because they want to acquire gold.
That's true. That's a good point. You have to consider these things. Maybe they're not just angry. They need gold. Blue card mid. Get that mana back. Oh. Little tussle here between Odd Orange and Svenskeren. That's not a lot of health for Odd Orange, and Kumo's about to take the rest of it with a parlay. Boom! Collateral damage for the meat maker. Odd Orange goes down.
Oh, that was really troublesome for Olaf. That is not how you want to be playing Olaf early on. If you fall behind in the early game, you are going to be useless for the entire game. Oh, it's Yeffle, but the Braum is here.
Oh, definitely is deadly. He goes down. 20 seconds on the clock at this point if you are going down. Insanity is now 2-0-2. I think there was a bit of cash picked up by Svenskeren on Odd Orange there for that banked money he had at 3-1-1.
So Jenkins has no flash, and there's a Twisted Fate that's about to roam up. Look at how Kumo's playing. He's trying to push up the wave, trying to bait Kumo into using, Jenkins to use as much as he can, and he's not using it on the wave. He is dead.
I was going to say he's taking too much health for it, but they have Golden Glue here as well. Here comes the crowd control. I love that Jenkins is trying to use the turret to negate the clicks on him, but it's too easy. You just guys click him and kill him.
It does outplay Graves. If you actually dance around the tower, Graves cannot hit you at all. It's pretty funny.
It is good. People have definitely kept themselves alive in professional play by doing that in instance. And we will get Jenkins back on the map. Teleport should be good, but it looks like they're already switching the lanes a bit. We have Shoryu now going towards the top side. Bottom's going to be pushed down to see how they change pressure, but they'll have Shoryu on top as well for this Rift Herald if they need the pressure.
That does yield even more plates to the bottom end of Cloud9, so I think this is a play that really benefits them, and TLA trying to get fancy dodging lanes ends up giving way more gold than they expected. Might even give up first brick here. If Karma can't push up, she's gonna miss out.
That wave is crushing in. Karma get a soul flare rather, an inner flame. They have a teleport behind them. I didn't think they were gonna use it. That would be a really nice TP if they had the aggression bot side, if they weren't doing Herald. A lot of what ifs, and what are they doing is putting that Herald top here. It's gonna get some good plates. That plate on the bot, or that turret didn't go down, Chrome, so this could be a big cash in as TL flipped the game around on its head.
How quickly can, nope.
Oh, never mind.
All right, never mind.
Build it up, hype it, hype. Oh, okay.
It's like a music drop. You hype it, and then it drops.
Like, wait, what was that? And there's the trade. Now at least you have TL moving around the map, but you can see the pace in which C9 is able to do their next objective a little bit faster. Rift, or Infernal Drake, I should say, going over to them. A second shot out of Shelly. That feels good, doing the same amount of damage per feet. You're just gonna rock that turret and be taken down here by Kumo.
Sylas is rotating, but now you see a play for the mid lane tower out of Cloud9, and GP is about to have the ultimate up. I think that that's the timing window where Cloud9 looks to be the most aggressive, so they don't have to commit a teleport. Just keep using the gangplank to really help you outnumber these opponents and get that crazy AoE. Because if you combine Misfortune ultimate, Graves ultimate, GP ult, and then Pyke, I think you can wipe the floor with TL.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be big. Oh no, this is when it gets really tough, when you are not safe across the map. C9 has more time to do extra things now, to like chase TL around, than have to push a lane that's already being done top and already being done mid.
That's the Swole Bros flexing on Jenkins. It's such a good name.
Pirate crew taking more bounty everywhere they go. X marks the spot, and Jenkins will be up in another 4 seconds. His TP is there, and his wave is pushed up, so should have a chance to... Actually, no, it's not. I thought there was a wave just under Insanity there. He was leaving it. So actually, they're all pushed out. It's going to be tough for TL to really start picking up those resources again, but the game is even. They just can't let it fall with a few more turrets.
You know, I think I now understand why they're playing Svenskeren over a Blabber.
Tell me.
So, Cloud9 needs to win one game to secure the first place. But if you want to commit to playing Pirates, you are more likely to guarantee that win if you just have Svenskeren in, right? If you were to say that Svenskeren is a better jungler than Blabber, and I'm just going to say that because they play him in LCS and not Blabber more, so that's the metric I'm going for. You get to enjoy the pleasures of the composition, and then the guaranteed victory.
Oh, don't go down there. Oh, you're gonna get blocked out by the shield. Presence coming in from that on Santa Brom. Glacial Fisher goes back a little awry there, and it looks like Golden Glue can go down. They get themselves in a very hairy situation on the side of C9, and TL is able to collapse.
Yeah, massive underestimation of what Team Liquid can do around this map, because Insanity is 4-0-2, and Sylas can carry games. He is back in full force already with a completed tier 1 item, so he is the man to watch out for on Team Liquid side. And when you've got Jenkins to power him up with an Athene's Holy Grail, and no one's building any grievous wounds or anything like it just yet on the side of Cloud9, you've got quite a bit of time for Insanity to continue to be at this power level. Big
gold to be picked up for him. 400 gold bounty there. We'll see this fight one more time. Sven just too far in, and they don't have enough forward vision.
Diamond really wants to get that kill, but once again, these players are getting so good at outplaying Pyke. Before, when he was just meta, it's like every single Pyke ultimate would connect, but now we've seen the last 3 Pyke ultimates. If you
That's a great point.
Count last game, not a single one lands.
It's funny how it zones in and out of champions too, because we just saw Morgana hitting every binding, and how long have we played against those things? We know they go 40 feet, and we know they have those tiny arms like in Zelda dungeons.
And we know they last forever.
They'll grab you. Does last forever. You should read the tooltip when it hits you. I think we talked about this last time.
Yeah, it says last forever, doesn't it?
Something like that, like 3 years. Good lock onto Insanity as they just go a little bit of back and forth down in the bot side. Doesn't like anybody has too much pressure to make a big move. Mid lane's being pushed in here as it looks like the forward vision of top jungle is going to be used by Cloud9, and they'll give a little help to Kumo.
Graves is trailing, but he is moving to the top side, so Golden Glue will not be able to assist a whole lot. This is a really cool rotation that they're doing, where you switch your, essentially Graves being mid laner to the top laner, and then your bottom laner to the mid lane, so everybody's covering each other. It's a shift rotation, really. Everybody moves one lane up, and that way you are in a much closer place to help each other out if Team Liquid wants to fight.
Growing up playing baseball, I always consider those like, you know, covering second base or covering the pitcher covers home. Oh, it's just a shift. You just slide, you rotate over. But it always reminds me of that, is you have to take position to the next and perform a different job. I love it how methodically it happens in League, is you have to move around the map and keep that tempo up.
Pings on Auto Orange. What is he doing counter jungling red buff that's not even up?
That's going to be rough. Kind of considering the game did pause for a second. Just a minute ago, everybody was at those third-tier turrets and not doing too much, but just a moment later, C9 is knocking at the front door. Insanity steals the Grave Ultimate, collateral damage to go back, and that's really just a finisher, not a deterrent here against Cloud9, so it can't be used right away.
TL really wanted to fight that, but seriously, an own teammate ?orange at red buff.
He's going back for it. Oh, no, he's not. Okay. Maybe he had a delivery. He's a butcher. I don't know, man. A lot of things happen. Butchers are busy.
I gotta deliver the meat.
He was.
Deliver some pork chops.
They pick up the mountain. That's going to be one for them, too, on the side of C9A in the form of Infernal and Ocean. So first bit damage of that 10%, and you are healing. So it's going to feel great for them. See the Blade of the Rune King keeping Deathly very healthy there as he took 2 shots to get back to full HP. I really love that build on MF too. You kind of just shred everything you touch. It feels good to be able to heal and stay in the fight, to be able to slow and drop the bullets on everybody.
I think the attack speed's what's most underrated about her.
When you activate it again?
You can go on her, especially against an Olaf, right? He ults on you, very squishy, but because he loses the resistances, the blade HP percentage just melts right through her, and it does help her a ton with clearing Baron, which is one of the weaknesses of these spell casting AD carries that just don't have that consistent DPS.
And it may not feel the greatest just to get a little more movement speed when you're kiting something, but activating Strut again, if you know how to dodge those undertows, it makes Olaf's life miserable.
I think Olaf is one of those champions that is just deceptively difficult, because his kit is so simple, yet the team play and the way you have to go about the early game and the mechanics itself are actually surprisingly difficult, which is rare because he reminds me so much of a champion like Udyr, where his kit is just crazy easy, yet...
Yeah, but you see people on Udyr controlling an entire game by themselves, right? And you're like, wait, I'm hitting the same buttons, but it's not doing that.
That's how I feel all the time. I press the same buttons, yet why are yours stronger?
Oh, dear. So that's the thing with Olaf, is like you have those games where you hit an undertow and you're doing a quarter of someone's health. And the next game, you can't even do a quarter of someone's health for your true damage. Feels bad.
The shield is really what hurts the Olaf. When you're chucking those undertows and they just heal them away or heal, or you can't even get past them.
So what are our spikes? Ardent Censer, Athene's there for Jenkins. He gets a bit more powerful. Black Cleaver on the Skirmisher's Saber. You look, Orange is looking to get in and out and really apply that damage for the team. And we have to look at Insanity. We'll keep eyes on him as he goes into these fights. 4-0 and 2 for the team with Orange. If they can stay distracting enough for Shoryu to throw in the damage, then TL can really run around these fights.
So a big spike is on Jenkins here because he's really reached full Karma potential. He's going to support each Karma. You're not even going with cooldown reduction or sorcerer issues. It's all about staying alive and helping your team out. And if he's stuck in the side lanes, there is no value in Ardent Censer and no value in Athene's Holy Grail. So his itemization would be completely useless. So he needs to be grouping up. Yet there's nobody to match the gangplank in the bottom because you need Insanity to be there. So Team Liquid is in a bit of a clock here as they can continue to be split pushed to death by Cloud9, having Twisted Fate to help side lanes as well.
A lot of question mark pings, figuring, hey, what's the vision behind here? You got to make sure Cloud9 isn't going to do anything funny with their fun comp that they're already playing. I wouldn't put it past Cloud9 to get a Baron out of any of these plays.
And no funny business here.
Great job by TL to really shut down the vision on the top side of that map. And now C9 basically has to face check everything they want up there. They do have the TF ultimate if they want to use it, but it's a good job by TL to get these ults out so they're not having to be defensively reactive.
So they just see TF and now it's going to the bottom lane.
Oh, it is still defensively reacting to this. Deja vu for Jenkins, just a bit farther down the lane in the turret's not even going to be enough to save him on that one. It looks like that will be the startup for the Baron. Karma's going to be a big one. Can they pull enough members of C9 back over to get the fight in their favor?
Oh, no, they're definitely not going to do this. They learned their lesson from yesterday where they tried a similar play, rushing the Baron, and then they got stolen by a Varus.
It's a really great idea there by Diamond. You can do it quite often. Throw on your sweeper, stand in that brush, and be able to activate the other brush. He knew that the members of TL were in there. Great block by the Unbreakable, but still a bit of that bold time got through. A good double up on 2 members. Insanity low. There's the cards that's going to wipe him out. He dealt out that. Golden Glue gets one for himself, and that's the big 400 gold shutdown bounty on Insanity going over to Golden Glue. I think it was 450 to be exact. This bot lane is going to be clear. Jenkins is back up, but it is now repair time for TL as they lose a bit of their map.
And that was another Pyke ultimate that was dodged, and while it does look pretty nice for Team Liquid here, they lose quite a bit here. So take a look. Sven Skaren, very bold, dashing in, trying to use the ultimate to get out of that one. And yep, the nice little dash again from Silas. But in the meantime, Cloud9 is applying pressure. They're getting the bot lane tower, and what really surprised me is that Golden Glue had walked through a ward to get to the bottom lane gank, and Jenkins did not respect it. He thought they weren't going to dive him.
Figures it'll just be turret pressure and they won't have enough to go after him, but he is not a tanky Karma. Just a damagey Karma.
Is this a TFT Twisted Fate build, by the way? Phantom Dancer?
Is he going Phantom Dancer?
Oh, never mind. He's going Rapid Fire. But is it still a TFT build?
Almost. He needs a Seraph. He went for Rod.
Well, you see Rapid Fire on both AP and AD.
Graves is an assassin. So is MF.
Really?
Yeah, a little.
In TFT?
They have moves. How do you...
I haven't played that much of it. I haven't played that much of it. I'm waiting for the balance changes to be in so that I don't have to relearn the game a million times.
The train fell off the tracks so hard. 6-9. So TLA gets an Ocean Drake during our Giggle Fest. We're gonna get another Ocean Drake after this as well. Our third one of the game as mid goes down. All the outer turrets here on the side of TLA have been dropped. 2 still standing on the outside of C9, so just amassing gold in the form of objectives on the side of C9 right now. And that pirate gold that they are finding, 44.5 to 41K. And they're just slowly waiting for TL to show themselves here as Kumo creates pressure still in the side lane.
So I think TL is getting desperate because they're getting pushed around with the map, and they have a mountain. They continue to fight around Vision on the Baron, but what's preventing them from rushing this is that they don't have good wave clear. Karma is not AP, so her wave clear sucks. And then you've got Silas, whose wave clear is such a low range that you really just can't get in there.
Oh, right for Karma. Golden Glue puts himself in a real bad spot. I don't think he knew that Odd Orange was coming right down the tracks on that as they came out. True shot barrage out of nowhere. Sure, you wanted to get a piece of that one before Golden Glue went down, and now we got 40-second timers. This is a bit of time for mistakes to happen. Definitely could get caught here. All stolen over. Now they can get the Pyke ultimate onto Definitely and get a bit of that cash in, and there it goes. The ultimate coming in from Insanity, and that is exactly what TL wants to begin to start. Sven Skaren turns around and puts a quick shotgun shell in the chest of Insanity.
That is such a weird fight to happen because when Golden Glue TP's bottom lane, he has sight of everyone. How is Misfortune still getting surprised? Instead, Team Liquid goes for the Baron, and with Sven Skaren having to be around, there is the threat of a steal again.
Just a lot of lack of respect there. Kumo taking too much damage, tethered into the last fight. Now C9 is pressured. They are forced to take this Baron attempt. Great push by Diamond, tries to get to the back line. There's one kill in assure you. Looking for a second one. He goes down himself. Matt's very low at 200 HP, and he looks like he's gonna get a beat wall of friends as he throws up Unbreakable. Sub 100 gets out of that fight alive. Undertow just missing Golden Glue as the teleport comes in. A stun back onto Odd Orange, and he can't take much more at 300 HP. Insanity's now in. Abscond Abduct gets the belt forward, and now he's locked up. He's gonna get knocked down as Kingslayer won't keep him alive long enough. And the ultimate from MF just wide of Odd Orange.
This fight is so hectic, and Team Liquid, they're not prepared to turn, but they still go for it because they're scarred.
Let's do it again.
From yesterday. Oh man, we see the fight, so they wanted to get the kill on Deftly as quickly as possible, but this is the part that really surprised me. Why not flash back to your team? He is just so bold. Instead of getting back to Karma and healing up, he goes for it instead. And now Team Liquid not trying to risk a steal against Sven Skaren, who is the same level, and Sven doesn't have a crazy burst, unlike Olaf, who can use the E to really get that down. And this would have been a very different fight had that second ultimate from Diamond connected.
Quick cleanup as they try to turn it abound again. Sven, a little too close for comfort, and the fight will fizzle. Still some crazy stuff. Insanity coming in strong. Whoops.
Looks so funny with the chains dragging down behind. He might not have been used to such a crazy top speed.
Yep. Gotta trudge through the river to make it happen, and could not on that. 2 members. Around 6 and 2, 6 and 3. Odd Orange and Insanity for TL. The other kill on that team comes from the support, and more gonna be coming in now. Almost dead before he starts to fight. Odd Orange goes down. True Shot arrives back to the team. C9's looking for a next way back in. That's gonna be the ultimate stolen away. Insanity doesn't get the full ult out, but he tries to dash forward for a little bit more damage. Cancels it. And now it's gonna be TL losing a lot of ground in this one. Kumo with the parlay on to show you. Picking up a little bit more cash money as he will go the long haul on this. Steric's Gauge Rage popping out over the wall with a barrel could be enough. Just short on Shoryu, and it looks like they will pressure down second tier mid with Baron in their eyes.
Odd Orange charging straight like a bull to the butcher shop there. He just had no chance in staying alive. Remember, this is an Olaf with 1 item of resistances. It's the Ninja Tabis. That's it. Everything else is DPS. He can't go march against 5 members of some of the highest deeps in the game and think that he'll live more than a few seconds.
I mean, I saw an ultimate from TL in the beginning of the game in my head that I have not seen yet. Where's the Olaf rushing in with a Braum W?
Yeah. Oh.
Braum ultimate. See, you guys wait for each other. And then the MF ult after that would be so huge. You pile them up, you get what you want. That C9 is not giving you right off the bat.
Oh, I mean, I think the second the first axe mixes, there's just no chance in following that play through. And they don't even have the composition to try to go for that. The tower is way too close. C9 had such a great positioning advantage.
Just a little ahead of themselves in seeing that fight. I can feel it from them, though. You're kind of, the fuse is always lit for them and just about to go off. You want to find that fight because the next one C9 wins is going to be a lot of your base. Pushing back and going for broke. With TL right now, that's the story of what they're working with. Backs against the wall here, backs against their base is Odd Orange. Just getting taunted and pulled around as they want to just get a bit of vision back on their side.
And now Golden Beast split pushes all by himself again. No waves in the bottom lane, so it's not a 1-3-1 with the Baron, making things a little bit easier for Team Liquid to decide. But their engage has to be more creative than Olaf running straight in. That's not going to work. It hasn't worked.
You have the GP ultimate on now. So we're still looking for the Olaf and Braum initiation together. Olaf really can't do the job himself. If he can be focused, FLICKR with a lot of damage. Undertow just misses. Unstoppable. Ragnarok and Steric's going on, but they do lose Odd Orange. C9 cleaning up the fight as they're going to lose Matt on the backside. That's the ultimate from MF and Jenkins. Sure, you forced to turn away. What a scattered fight with so many going down almost immediately from this front-end damage at Cloud9.
It all started with Golden Glue being in the right place at the right time to back up FLICKR and being a little bit extra aggressive because he thought for some reason that he'd be able to march up straight to Shoryu and take him out or at least chunk him. But this is a guy that's got an armor stacking Ezreal with the Frozen Fist. Let's see. Odd Orange flashing in, and then he's blinded. That's what actually prevents it. I know it looks very silly that he doesn't kill the Graves, but a really sick smoke screen is what prevents him from actually connecting that reckless swing. He just couldn't see whatsoever what was going to happen.
Crazy, crazy stuff. The double ocean now for C9. They are just getting exceedingly stronger here. And a flyer on the map. Actually, I do like it. They've all bought Yomus, except for TF, who will get the Rapid Fire and the Rabadons. So there you go. There's your 2 items.
Ooh, what kind of comp could you run where all 5 members buy the same items?
Well, you'd basically have 6 pirates, 6 assassins at that, or 5, because I can count. Oh my god. Also, this is the most annoying thing in the world. Look at their Duskblades. You will never have vision on the map. That, for a support, will make you want to rip your hair out.
It's such
I've played against that before.
It's such a powerful item because
so gross.
It's not just one ward. It lasts quite some time.
It does, and then all 3 of them are clearing your wards.
It's honestly an underrated ability because the one-tap power. You use it on control worth bet. One tap, one tap.
Oh, now out to the bot side of the base. So much damage every time they can just touch the turret. Graves coming in, obviously gonna get a huge buckshot down onto that one. True Shot Barrage whizzing by. We felt the wind on that. And the trade of damage is definitely in favor of C9 as they keep peppering the base. One more. Uno mas. Get in there. Oh.
Not with the
Who's
Braum.
gonna do it? Nobody's really got
back.
range. Glacial Fissure goes down. Everything in defense here. They aren't really able to engage, and they can't take the fire onto the turret because it's almost gone. The tankiest guy is taking the biggest hits right now, and that's going to be the ult coming in. Cannon Barrage dropped Braum. Matt's out of the fight. There's the ultimate from Diamond. He's still got quite a bit to reuse that if he wants to get back into the fight, but he's going to heal up first as the Zanias goes down. Looks good by Adors there. Good wingspan as he gets himself taken down. And C9 control the base of Team Liquid Academy. C9 will look to lock themselves into that first place in the regular Academy season with one more Nexus turret and a Nexus to boot. A fantastic game of the Pirate composition. And they get a crap load of LP for that one.
What a great game-bending game out of Cloud9. It doesn't matter what game they're playing. They're the masters of the League client at this point.
Yep. It's
Queue up
true.
for the same thing, same comp, still win.
They know it. It flexes the whole G2, play anything wherever you want, but that's more of like who just kind of got the lane advantage and won. It wasn't exactly a
Is there a
fantastic
chance
composition.
that TFT is cryptically telling us what the best League of Legends comps? What if the world champions are actually running the same composition?
Please
that
don't
TFT?
lock it stack on anybody in League of Legends. So looking back at this game, Cloud9 securing that first place, and we will start though with the TLA and a snowball at 14 minutes where they're able to get a few kills here. 3-0 near the blue buff, and this was where they tried to get Dardoch right back into it. Oh no, this was after that, way after that, sorry.
Yeah, this gave a lot of hope to TLA because they got so many kills, they got some shutdowns, the pipe wasn't able to connect, and they even got a Gangplank ultimate, but you commit 5 members, and it just shows you the power of Gangplank. He's still involved in every single fight. He just splits off on the side lanes.
Good.
It's like the ghost Shen. He never has to go down there, but he still has a bigger impact.
I like it. And your ultimate levels well at levels with your Serpent coins.
True
you get
damage.
Death's Daughter, raise morale, all that good stuff that you can throw in. See, and the next replay, C9A, turn it around with a big fight in the mid lane. They had been looking for it for a while. It was a game of skirmishes, and then they find this one is Odd, Orange, and Matt try to get in there.
Yeah, the Olaf getting deleted very quickly, and from that point onwards, it's just clinical for Cloud9. I love the teleport from Golden Glue there, catching Jenkins, was not paying attention. And honestly, you didn't really need to look at a lot more than this. The second that your Olaf dies that quickly, you know the fight's lost. It's a DPS Olaf. That's not how this build plays out.
It's going to be really, really tough, especially if you fall behind at all. A good fight from C9 across the board. They tempt Baron after this and basically tempt the rest of the game. Like we said, the composition they ran, the items they were able to run just continued to shut down TLA. But you can see they faltered a bit with their pirate composition.
Yeah, I think that might have actually been the time where they lost that fight at Blue Buff. But
yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. And then I think the jump is probably when we saw Golden Glue get the 450 bounty off of Silas. They kill Insanity, and they just start kind of banking it from there. So
I'm surprised at the damage numbers. That Pyke did less damage than the Braum. Guess without having any no harassment tools and no major AoE tools like Braum, you're actually going to end up lacking because it's not like Pyke's chucking out an ability every 5 seconds like Braum with every single Q.
Right, yes, Qs are doing % health damage too, so you can you get some good damage in there if you're against a tanky team. Not so much this time, but it is what it is. That's how it rolls out. For more on that win, however, Golden Glue is here to break it down via Discord. Ladies and gentlemen,
hey guys,
we have Golden Glue. Congratulations on the victory. You guys found land so quick.
Yeah, that was just a normal day at work here at Cloud9. You know, there's some booty to plunder, and we went after it.
I see that. I see that. Sven Skaren was in today.
Yes.
Was he just better trained as a pirate, or what was the idea?
Yeah, you know, Dennis is from Denmark, at like the land of the Vikings, so we thought he should definitely be in our pirate game, and he did great. He did He did his job.
There's always sound strategy behind these decisions.
Now, did you warm up playing TFT or League of Legends? Be honest. What were you playing before the match?
I was in TFT game during the champion select, and it was me and one other guy, and we actually started the game and my TFT game was still going. I had to alt F4 my TFT game, and then like a minute and a half in the game, I got an alarm that I won the game, like it finished and the post game went up. So yeah, we're warming up with TFT for sure. Trying to get in character.
Perfect. So hit me with this. What's your favorite piece of C9 summer merch right now?
Ooh, it's just all so good, you know. That's a tough one.
Is it the eye patch?
Yeah, the eye patch is very limited, very exclusive actually. That's probably the best one. Probably the tank top. I like the tank top. It's pretty good.
Well, I can't wear that.
Of course you like the tank top.
I don't have any guns.
We don't have guns here.
Pirates have guns. So.
Yeah, Pirates do have guns. Moving forward, second place is now going to be between GGS and 100 Thieves. A big showdown coming up on Sunday. Who's the bigger competition, and who do you think wins that?
That's basically, I feel like GGS is a better team, but 100 Thieves has some daddy, so no one knows what's going to happen. Sometimes someday we'll just 1v9, and if someday doesn't 1v9, I think GGS will win. So
but he's 1v9 9 games in a row so far.
I know, he beat us too. Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah, it's quite tragic.
Fantastic. Golden Glue, thank you so much. Fantastic game, and congratulations on first place for C9 Academy in the regular season.
Thank you, and thank you for the +4 gold Riot Games. That was a good. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Absolutely. Great composition. Great comp. So game 3 is right around the corner. Coming up next, we'll see if 100 Thieves Academy can take on TSM Academy. We'll be right back.
Oh, now why does
the game
not
of
wait
mouse
rush is my question.
Gonna blind him, but it's still gonna be able to get the kill. Shield presence coming in from that on Santa Brom. Glacial Fisher goes back a little awry there, and it looks like Golden Glue can go down. They get themselves in a very hairy situation on the side of C9. That's gonna be the ultimate stolen away. Insanity doesn't get the full ult out, but he tries to dash forward for a little bit more damage, cancels it, and now it's gonna be TL losing a lot of ground. Cannon Barrage dropped Brom. Matt's out of the fight. There's the ultimate from Diamond. He's still got quite a bit to reuse that if he wants to get back into the fight, but he's going to heal up first as the Zanias goes down. Looks good by Adors there. Good wingspan.